Thank you for your introduction. I'm Minyeop Choi, and I'm giving a talk about BotScreen. Trust everybody, but cut the aimbots yourself. This is a joint work with Gihyuk and my advisor, Sang-gil Cha. Over the past few years, online games are gaining attraction. Moreover, the global esports has become a billion-dollar industry. However, the esports industry suffers from numerous security threats. Cheating in online games poses a threat to the esports industry, presenting a critical security concern. Cheating makes game unfair, so this can make unfair-minded players upset. This makes benign players exit the game, causing huge financial harm on game publishers. FPS games are not an exception. Let me show you a demo video. In FPS game, players control their in-game characters using devices such as mouse and keyboards. However, aimbot illegally helps aiming control. Interestingly, professional gamers also have been accused of using aimbot during esports competition. So, anti-aimbot solution is necessary. There are two types of existing solution, server-side and client-side. In server-side detection, server analyzes all the game data to find aimbot. On the other hand, in client-side detection, each client checks the integrity of the game and reports any anomalies to the server. However, both approaches have their disadvantage. Let's see the server-side detection first. In theory, servers can inspect all game-related data. However, scalability is the problem. As the number of players increases, the number of required servers also increases. For instance, Valve Corporation currently deploys more than 3,000 cores to detect aimbot. Several existing techniques employ simple heuristics to address the scalability problem, but they suffer from low accuracy. On the other hand, client-side detection methods are vulnerable from tampering attacks, where attackers alter memory to bypass detection. In summary, both server-side detection and client-side detection suffers from the three major challenges: scalability problem, low accuracy, and tampering attacks. To overcome these challenges, we propose our detection system, BotScreen, which is scalable, highly accurate, and resistant against tampering attacks. Unfortunately, there is an extra challenge that we have to address here. Currently, there are no available dataset for aimbot detection. Obtaining a high-quality dataset requires enormous effort. To ensure the quality of our dataset, we have recruited 14 skilled gamers to gather dataset. This dataset is the first publicly available real-world dataset featuring both benign and malicious players obtained from highly skilled gamers. Now, let me explain how BotScreen can effectively address these challenges. Firstly, the server sends the deep learning model to the client. Once the players started the game and shared their inputs, the other clients receive them and carry out the detection process. Subsequently, the client sends the detection result back to the server. Let me detail this process one by one. First, clients receive the deep learning model from the server. This process is performed within a trusted execution environment in order to prevent tampering attacks. Once the game session begins, clients are sharing their inputs with each other using the trusted execution environment. The data manager preprocesses the received data and specifically extracts the aiming angle of each player. Using the extracted aiming angle information, the detector determines whether the player is using aimbot or not. The key intuition of our approach is that aiming movement of an aimbot is not natural compared to its opponent's player. Specifically, aimbot tends to quickly move its aiming angle in very precise way. For example, when the opponent appears behind from the wall, the harness player cannot quickly aim the target, whereas aimbot can do. In order to develop a detection model based on the aiming angles, we utilize a recurrent neural network trained throughout unsupervised learning techniques. The detection model predicts its next movement of the player's aim and performs anomaly detection by comparing it to the player's actual movement. This comparison allows to find any suspicious movements from aimbots. In the final step of the process, the detector sends the detection result to the server via the circular channel. This ensures that the server receives a trusted result from the client. Furthermore, the server only needs to process the detection results, which do not require high computational cost. This process enables efficient and reliable aimbot detection. Now, let's discuss the evaluation of BotScreen, focusing on two key challenges: accuracy of the detection model and the performance overhead on the client machine. In our evaluation of BotScreen, we selected Counter-Strike Global Offensive as a target game, Static Gate Recurrent Unique for detection model, and Intel SGS for trusted execution environment. As previously mentioned, we recruited 14 gamers for dataset, and in experiment, a total of 28 games were played with various game setups. To assess the accuracy of BotScreen, we selected a total of 7 previous detection methods. These methods contain 4 statistical approaches, well as the 3 open source methods from GitHub. The results from the evaluation of detection accuracy demonstrate that BotScreen outperforms all the previous detection methods on CSGO. For the evaluation of performance overhead, we assessed the performance overhead on the 3 different machines. We observed that the range of the frame time was mostly overlapped between 2 scenarios, CSGO alone and with BotScreen applied. This tells the BotScreen equals negligible overhead, indicating that BotScreen does not significantly impact the performance of the game. These results demonstrate that BotScreen can achieve aimbot detection while minimal performance impact. Note that there are more detailed information and additional experiments for BotScreen in the paper. Also, to support open science, we released the source code and dataset that we created for BotScreen. So please refer to our paper and GitHub if you're interested in. This is the end of my presentation, and if you have any question, I will be happy to answer. Thank you.